Alright guys, what is up? This is Logan, also known as LRXE on Pokemon Showdown, and we got some more ADV Revival action. On the bottom we got Liquid Ocelot versus MC Numbers. They also go by Iguana. I'm just going to call them MC. Don't know much about Liquid Ocelot. I do know that MC plays a lot of Pokemon and is pretty good at it. So Liquid Ocelot is definitely at the underdog here. Chalk sticks this T-Tar and takes a huge Fire Blast. Let's see what happens after here. Liquid Ocelot is a sick tag, by the way, though. Like that's just like a cool tag, but I don't know much about them. I do know that they don't have a Discord profile picture, which screams noob, but that's just the trap that they want you to enter. Either way, Swampert comes in on the T-Tar. Let's actually start narrating this game. Earthquake does 59. That is 100% banned Tyranitar. Intelligently, MC goes into the Mens, and Liquid Ocelot doubles out to Coon. Nice play, covering whatever Swampert wanted to do. Well, it was gonna die, or the Mens coming in. Coon has a Calm Mind up. This is spooky against the Celebi. Here comes Skarm in on the Celebi. Leech Seeds up. Skarm is not gonna like this. Let's see what Liquid Ocelot does after here. In comes T-Tar. Liquid Ocelot switches out into Dugtrio, trying to catch the Celebi aggressively. Almost kills the Tyranitar. What does Tyranitar do back? Doesn't do much with HP Grass. That's a very specially defensive Dugtrio. We're a not very strong Tyranitar. Down goes T-Tar. Dugtrio can be saved in the back now. Into the Celebi. And picking off the Swampert. Alright, Skarm in on the D-Claw. Alright, let's see what Skarm can do about this. Protects. Salamence. Fire Blast on the Protect. Skarm's trying to get healthier. Salamence is staying at the same amount of health. Squeaker's going to come in safely on the Mets. Takes nothing from that Fire Blast. No burn, no nothing. This is a free Calm Mind here. And then Ice Beam can pressure the Celebi. Or you just Ice Beam right now. If it has Ice Beam, does not have Ice Beam, or elects not to use it, it's just going to Ice Beam here. Let's see what happens. Liquid Ocelot just goes straight to Dugtrio and dodges a Leech Seed. This probably isn't going to kill with Hidden Power Bug, but it very well could. Oh, takes it down to low. It's HP Grass Celebi, no Giga Drain, so we know this is not HP Fire Celebi, and that Skarm is pretty safe on the Celebi, assuming it has Drill Peck. Either way, tight T-Tar scares it out. Skarm takes a huge banned Rock Slide. Man, banned Tyranitar is just sick. Banned Tyranitar is sick. Look at how it's just chunking this Skarm right now. What a threat. What a threat. Here comes Spikes. Rock Slide hits. And hey, T-Tar's still doing work. In comes Swampert. Swampert is presumably faster. Oh, it's faster. It misses the pump. And Rock Slide's gonna take out the Swampert because it's banned T-Tar. Ugh. Hydro Pump moment, man. That is a Hydro Pump moment right there. In comes Ments to revenge the T-Tar with Brick Break. It is lefties. It's Mixed Ments, but Coon loves Mixed Ments. Celebi's low. Won't eat a Surf, especially after the Sand or an Ice Beam. Here comes HP Grass trying to chip down the Coon. Salamence is going to force it to rest here if it has rest. I think it likely does have rest, but it's going to click HP Grass again. See if we can get a crit. No, and the Coon clicks rest. This is looking over. MC has to try to go to Celebi maybe and set up a leech, or Mets has to go punch through with the crit. Yep, we're going to try to punch through with the crit. It's sleeping. Is it Sleep Talk Coon? We don't see Sleep Talk. I'm skipping this turn. HP Grass, super effective. Still no Sleep Talk. HP Grass again. Suicune wakes up, is gonna rest. Oh, Rain Dance. Wow, that's gonna help it live. That's unique on Suicune. So much rain. Rests up. And hey, now that T-Tar is gone and the rain is up, this is ultra living. Celebi has to make something happen now. And what's funny is that what I actually just realized is now that the sand is gone, Celebi actually can live coming in on the Spike. Maybe a choke from Liquid Ocelot. I forgot that this Spike was up. Here comes Leech. Yeah, you just let this Celebi just come in and do its thing. But I still think clearing it was the right idea, I think. Let's see what Skarm does here. Gonna set up more spikes, okay. It's gonna die to the Psychic on the way out. And let's see what comes in for Liquid Ocelot. Can't be a Dugtrio. What's revenging it? Oh, it's a Ments. Is this banned Ments? We don't know because Sand isn't up. It's DD Ments! Oh! That is not what MC wanted to see, and we are finally back up the pace. If you didn't realize, I did start a bit behind. Wow, this is over. Yeah, I mean, like, Ments has to come in on this Ments, I think, to intimidate it so that Rock Slide doesn't kill Aerodactyl, and then Aerodactyl needs to make some magic happen versus Suicune and whatever is in the back. That's your only play. Or you just go for the miss right now. Maybe going for the miss right now is the play. But honestly, you still kind of lose to the Suicune, so I don't even know if that's the play. MC is thinking about it. What is the out versus this? MC was also complaining about misses before. I mean, I think the huge miss was obviously just the Hydro Pump on the T-Tar. I don't think it mattered like a ton though, honestly. Here comes Celebi coming in on Salamence on the Rock Slide. Okay. I don't know about... I don't understand this. Yeah, now it just lets it get another free DD. Here comes Leech Seed, but Liquid Ocelot just DDs again. This Liquid Ocelot, dude, just coming out of nowhere. HP flying, down goes Celebi. Part of me is thinking that this Liquid Ocelot might not be as much of a random as I think. Like, who has that cool of a tag and isn't good at Pokemon? Either way, Rock Slide takes out the Mets. And MC forfeits, types in the chat, GG, I guess. I mean... Am I missing something? Is that the only big miss that happened? I think it is. I mean, like... Yeah, I mean, I guess Doug Trio avoided a Leech Seed, but, like... I don't really see much else. I think it was just that Hydro Pump miss. Unless I'm missing something. Either way, let's see what happens on Game 2. Can MC make the comeback? Alright, we're on to Game 2. Liquid Ocelot on the bottom again. MC on the top. Tyranitar probably fears a banned Brick Break. Liquid Ocelot didn't lead with Ments last time. Here comes Zapdos. This is a different team for both sides. Brick Break, it was not banned, I don't think. Pretty sure that is not banned. Yeah, that is a mixed Ments. That's scary for Ments to stay in. T-Tar lives that Brick Break and can revenge kill it with Ice Beam. And Ice Beam isn't the most uncommon thing on a lead T-Tar. Maybe MC still has Ice Beam on that T-Tar, we don't know. I think it actually might, seeing now that I'm seeing Hariyama on this team. Hariyama gets Toxic. That's not good. This is probably Guts Yama. Something's about to take a bunch of damage. Nope, never mind. We got Knockoff. Knockoff plus Sand. Gonna try to wear this team down. I think this Hariyama can just cross chop right here. Decides not to. Might be thick fat. Maybe didn't want to take a Drill Peck. Sees it as a bigger threat later on. Gengar comes in on the spin. We're expecting Pursuitar. This is definitely Pursuitar. Does Liquid Ocelot make a double into this? Do something? We got Taunt. That's not really going to stop a Tyranitar from clicking Crunch or Pursuit. Wisps. Does MC click Crunch? MC does go for the Pursuit. Gengar lives. Uh-oh. I don't understand the Taunt. I don't know what Taunt was trying to do. I think you could have had more initiative by Wisping and then burning the Lum, Wisping again, and then you could have got more chip on this T-Tar. You could have chipped it twice. Here comes Boom. Well, that's going to chip that T-Tar. In comes Salamence, Mixments. T-Tar's taking burn damage. Is it going to take spikes next time on the way in? Maybe you just let it go. MC decides not to let it go. And Zapdos eats a D-Claw for it. Ments looks to be faster unless it's a speed tie. Could be a modest Zapdos. In comes Blissey. MC doesn't like to see that. Blissey's looking pretty good right now. Hariyama likely to come in, or Fortress. Let's see if Liquid Ocelot makes a double into that. No, it's Jirachi coming in, eating a Seismic Toss. What? Was MC trying to call a double into Hariyama or Tyranitar? I don't really understand this. Fire Punch! Swampert doesn't get burned by the 20% chance. We see a Protect here. Swampert just surfs. And out into Milotic. That is not what I was expecting in the back, but Milotic sure did shut down this Swampert. Let's see how Liquid Ocelot responds. Recover in on the Blissey. Blissey can Toxic this, but Milotic can just refresh it. Kind of a weird stalemate matchup here that Blissey usually gets forced out by Milotic. Let's see what happens. Surf, what does Blissey decide to do? Try to Toxics back. Uh-oh, has to Soft Boil twice here. Goes out at 58%. What does Milo do here? Click Surf. But what is Mixments doing to a Milotic? Milotic looking really troublesome versus this team right now. Liquid Ocelot has to have an answer for Milotic as the 6th Mon, right? I think so. Surely there's an answer for the 6th Mon, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, misses another Toxic. Liquid Ocelot just can't hit Toxic. Finally hits the Toxic. Is going to switch out at low health. That's dangerous for Blissey. Here comes Refresh, but I mean, is it just going to try to stall this Milotic out? Is that the play? Wow, this team is super weak to Milotic if this is the case. Yeah, now Blissey has to Soft Boil. Switches out again into Ments. MC could just call this double and Toxic at some point. I think MC should start probably trying to make that play. Like, he could just... Wow, we're just speed forwarding this. Let's see. Let's see if they make that play. Nope, they refresh. In comes Skarm on a Toxic. Alright. That was a really weird sequence. And in comes Blissey, but Fortress loves seeing Blissey. Could just set up some more spikes and spin these away. There's no Gengar there to prevent that anymore. Here comes Skarm in on the Jirachi. Jirachi pivots back out to Fortress. These guys are playing at the speed of light. I'm literally skipping turns and I'm still not ahead. So these guys are skipping turns themselves. Here comes Protect on the Skarm. Jirachi comes in. He's going to Fire Punch the Skarm. Liquid Ocelot lets this happen. More spikes, but the Fortress can just come in at any point and just spin these away. Here comes Fire Punch. Swampert really doesn't want to get burned, but hey, that's Jirachi for you. And that is a burned Swampert. That is going to hurt every single time it switches in. It's taking nothing from that Earthquake because of the burn. Yeah, MC is clearly in the lead now. I think that burn meant a lot for Swampert. Alright, and Jirachi's just going to heal all the way back up the full. Doesn't really care about anything that's happening right now. Ah, my bad, was drinking something. These guys are playing at the speed of light. Zapdos comes in on Mence. Gets healed up. I don't know how Liquid Ocelot's going to make this happen. I don't think switching T-Tar in is the play. I mean, maybe it's a DD Tyranitar, but are you really going to try to win with that right now? Okay, let's see. Oh, crit. This is DD Tar, I think. Let's see. No, it's Mixtar. I don't know how this team wins. I don't know how this team breaks Milotic. Milotic just seems terrible to face. Unless this is Cursed Swampert. But even then, I mean, this just seems like terrible to face. I think Milotic just wins this. Unless you can stall out this Milotic, we'll have to see. I am so behind. What's happening? I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't be skipping ahead, but I'm just like, what in the world? These guys are playing at the speed of light. Here comes Refresh. Maybe Swampert has Refresh. It would have clicked it by now if it had it. There's no Refresh. Fortress comes in on Toxic. This is looking terrible. He can just start setting up spikes. I don't know why Fortress hasn't been setting up spikes. Here's another spin. Doesn't like taking these surfs, though. Here comes more spikes. I don't know if I like letting Fortress get low like that. That's the only way that you can get rid of spikes. And then Milotic doesn't like the spikes. Rachi doesn't like the spikes. Yama doesn't like the spikes. Here comes a Wish. Can't heal Fortress in. Flamethrower's coming out right now. Here comes T-Tar. They already clicked GG. Let's see what happened. Liquid Ocelot forfeited. Yep, realizes that this is looking over. They just can't break through Milotic. I'm still confused what the Milotic answer is on this team. Maybe that Tyranitar had Thunder to help with it. But yeah, a very Milotic weak team. And MC just happened to bring the right Mon at the right time. And we are going on to Game 3. Let's see what happens. God, I had to catch up that whole time. Alright, we're back. Regirock lead from Liquid Ocelot. Jim Cool. Jimflation. Everybody's using lead Rock now. Has an amazing matchup versus lead T-Tar. Let's see how MC wants to handle this. Lead Regirock kind of telegraphs a more physical offense. MC knows about this. If they have a Skarm, they gotta play carefully around it and hope it doesn't get Magnetoned. And this Regirock is very, very telegraphing that Magneton is on the team. Let's see what Regirock wants to do. We could see a banned Regirock lead, which isn't very common, but hey, you could just click boom here right now on the likely Swampert coming in. I mean, the most likely switch-ins here are going to be Swampert or Metagross. Swampert takes T-Wave, Rock Slide, and Superpower. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, we got the Skarm. It is the Superpower, and wow, that's banned. No, maybe that's not banned. I don't think that's banned. A crit banned might have killed it. And here we go. Yep, Spikes. Chips down the Skarmory perfectly so that Magneton can kill it. Yep. There goes Skarm. Uh-oh. Whenever you see Skarm go down to a Magneton, you know you're in trouble with physical offense. Let's see how MC handles this. Tyranitar of themselves is going to come in, representing that it has Earthquake. Here comes Protect. Clicks Fire Blast. Okay, Fire Blast usually kills Magneton as well. So this is also safe. In comes Regirock on the Fire Blast. Does MC call this anyway? Nope. Fire Blast. Liquid Ocelot deciding to keep the Magneton. You know, makes sense if you need to pressure like a bulky water. Might have an HP Grass for an HP Fire. HP Fire doesn't work as much here because there's very unlikely to be Fortress in the back. But hey, there could be a Swampert in the back, and having something fast that can force that Swampert out is good. Physical offense also hates swapping into Zapdos, so Magneton doesn't just trap Scarm for physical offense, because when you're not facing a Scarm, Magneton still does some stuff. But either way, superpower, looking obvious here, it's lefties. Regirock could also click T-Wave here. I think that's a very safe play. If Swampert didn't come out on turn 1, I don't think there is a Swampert in the back, so Liquid Ocelot can also use that information to kind of plan how they want to map out this endgame, especially when this third Mon comes in. No way MC stays in here with T-Tar. But yeah, Liquid Ocelot obviously in an advantageous position here. Excited to see how this physical offense team goes and if MC has some answers to it. MC has taken their sweet time thinking about this, about a whole minute thinking about this. How am I gonna handle this Regirock? I don't think the answer... Okay, it's called Go to Claydol, in on the superpower, takes only 20, defense is lowered. Regirock is gonna kill this with Boom if it wants to. I don't think it needs to. Oh, is it gonna counter? No, it's just gonna Boom. Down goes Claydol. Regirock got their... got worth. They killed the Claydol, helped the Magneton take down the Scarm. Maybe you... actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that Boom was unnecessary. Regirock is so huge for switching into T-Tar. I think that was a very unnecessary Boom. If you have a Cloyster, go Cloyster. This is kind of sick. I've never seen Regirock Cloyster. Dies to HP Grass. Never mind. Liquid Ocelot, I don't think is leading at all right now. I really don't think they're leading at all. Cloyster is weird. On a physical offense with Cloyster? Regirock Cloyster, huh? That's a unique one for sure. Here comes Aerodactyl representing hidden power fighting. Does MC play around that and go into like a Gengar or something like that? You got Scarm Doll. Is there a Magneton on this team? I don't think so. With Fire Blast, Hidden Power, Grass, yeah, I think there's probably a Mence in the back. You could go, you could go Mence right now. Mence switches into Earthquake. Mence switches into Hidden Power Fighting. I think that's a fair switch. And if Liquid Ocelot Rock slides into a Mence, an unrevealed Mence or something like that, wow, clicks Earthquake. And Brick breaks back. Okay, MC deciding I don't need the T-Tar. Yeah, here comes Aerodactyl on an Earthquake, yeah. See, and I think even going Aerodactyl was smart here because, like, you come in on the Hidden Power Fighting pretty simply. I think you live 2 banned Hidden Power Fightings. Okay, here comes Magneton. In on an Earthquake. Nice call from MC. Predicting that arrow to not want to stay in, of course, because it's clicking Earthquake. And here comes Mence on a banned Aerodactyl. What's MC's answer? It's a Blissey in the back. What does Liquid Ocelot do? It's going to be DD. Is this a set that lives a Blissey Ice Beam after Sand? You can often see those sets on physical offenses. This is a really important moment for physical offense. And nope, it is a non-bulky Mence. Wow, it's going to have to be Aerodactyl. I feel like MC is likely to have another switch into a Rock Resist in the back, maybe like a Metagross. But that might not be the case. Could be Settleby in the back. Here comes DD. Uh-oh, is it T-Wave? It's Toxic. This Tyranitar is going to have to DD again. Yeah, you just DD again here. Let's see what MC can do about it. It's going to Seismic Toss here or something like that. Yeah, here comes Ice Beam doing some damage. We're not going to see, like, Rest or anything like that. But maybe this T-Tar just wins. What is it? +2/+2 Tyranitar. Nothing wants to switch into that. Aerodactyl gets outsped unless it's, like, a super slow one. Yeah, here comes T-Tar just trying to rack up that toxic damage. Liquid Ocelot, yep, just clicks Rock Slide. Yeah, you could have clicked Earthquake, but you never know. MC might get cute and go into Aerodactyl and then back into T-Tar. Whatever's in the back... Oh my gosh, not an ad. I'm so sorry. 2, Bud. I'm not getting YouTube Premium. Anyway, here we go. MC's thinking, you only have one choice, unless the Backmon really just drops to a +2 Tyranitar. And again, this might even come down to an arrow endgame. That'd be hilarious. You know, Metagross in the back drops to +2 Earthquake. Not a lot of Pokemon live a +2 Tyranitar. Not a lot. I could really see a Suicune, or something that helps against Suicune in the back. Zapdos makes sense. Celebi makes sense. Yeah. Okay, MC is still thinking, what do I do versus this Tyranitar? It's looking kind of grim if they're thinking about this. Like, it's either you hope for a Rock Slide Miss with Aerodactyl, or you have a Mon that can handle the Tyranitar. I'm not sure what MC is waiting for. It is a Suicune! Okay, Suicune's gotta hit this. And then it's gonna be an arrow speed type. All goes well. If the Rock Slide hits... Surf hits, okay. I think it's an arrow endgame, but also Suicune can actually just live this Rock Slide. Let's see if that happens. Oh, does it get flinched? Doesn't get flinched, and MC makes the comeback versus Liquid Ocelot. We didn't get to see the lovely Aerodactyl endgame. Congrats to MC for that win. Liquid Ocelot played pretty well. Weird Cloyster here, but like this team's kind of sick, honestly. It's kind of cool. Really struggles versus Suicune though. I don't know. Either way, we'll see you guys on the next narration. But look, there's people that donate.